Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to do some startup for budgeting starting next month. So if you've been kind of watching my channel, you'll have seen that I was going to do this like planner showdown thing, and it didn't really work out. I kind of figured out what I wanted pretty early on, and posting every day really just wasn't feasible for me either. So I have adjusted what I'm doing, and I'm going to use this Recollections financial planner to do my budgeting in. I have tried so many things. I tried budgeting in the Happy Planner. I've tried budgeting a million times in apps, and it just never really worked out. So we're going to give this guy a shot today. Fair warning, I filmed some of this and had to pause, which was awesome. And if I come out of my camera app, if I paused, it stops the video. So there's a couple of things already done. Now I haven't done any of the tabs. This is an 18-month planner, retails for like $30, but use a 50 or 60% off coupon and it's totally worth it. So I haven't filled out any of this like note section in this beginning with the bills and the savings goal. I actually want to do this. And I should, now that I have all my bills listed out, but we'll come back to that if there's enough time. And then the yearly savings goals and some notes, and I have a flip through of this if you want to watch it. So I did already a little bit of work in May. This is what I already filmed. So you have your budget. Now I find this difficult to do, and that's why I want to go on this adventure with you guys. And if you've never budgeted, this is perfect because we can work it out together, right? So, how much to budget? I don't really have any idea how much I spend on things, which is why this is so important to freaking do in May. Like, have to do it in May. So I've gotta do something. But I have some staples in my bills that I know what I'm paying. I know how much my rent is. I have an idea of how much my phone's going to be, my car payment, insurance, and gas, I guessed, because it takes about $40 to fill up my tank. And then I throw in $20 before payday's over, or before the next payday. So I think it's $60 every 2 weeks. So I'm guessing $120 will get a finalized total, hopefully by the end of the May. Food, groceries, and restaurants. I don't even know where to start. I know that I barely spend any money in groceries, and I eat out a whole ton. So there's all of that. Because I'm refilming, I forgot to mention, I have been sick. So if I sound a little funny, that's what's going on. Sorry if I cough or sneeze or take a pause to sip. It's been super fun. And then personal, I don't do a lot in clothing and travel, and I don't have a budget for savings just yet. And then these are like bigger categories, right? So entertainment, like I have my Amazons and my Hulu and my Xbox. That all probably goes in entertainment. But we're going to color code this puppy at some point. Whether we do it today or not, I don't really know. We may get some information written in over the course of the month before we do that. And then we have the money section. These are your savings goals and then your income information. Not going to go there just yet because I have a little bit of a dilemma, right? So I already dated this out and I marked my paydays. Now my paydays are technically Fridays, but I get paid on Thursdays. So how am I going to look at this? Do I look at it as 3 paychecks on Thursday, 3 paychecks because I get my money on Thursday, or 2 paychecks because I get it on Friday? And I think I'm going to go ahead and go with the Friday thing, because that's actual payday, right? And that's what needs to be done. And for this monthly layout, this is the most important for me getting paid bi-weekly. Did I want to go stickers, or did I want to write everything in? And I think I want to write everything in. I don't have the stickers I want yet. And I don't know if how I'm gonna fly with those. So for this video, we're just gonna do writing in things. And I have my staplers hiding over here. I have the pastel pack. I have the neon pack. And then I have the classics. The 10 classic colors. So I picked the green to mark my paychecks. Now for me, because it's just me and just my income, this is a little bit easier than it can be for some of you. You know, if you're a multi-income household, you know, you have income coming in from different places. If you have money coming in different places, that's easy enough. But if you've got like, you know, a partner or a husband or a wife or somebody that's also got money, then, you know, you got to get a little creative and figure out how you want to track that. If you do specifically track that or spread out your expenses, I know some people pay, I'll use the traditional husband and wife. The husband pays for the cable and the video game systems, and the wife pays for the groceries, or however you want to look at it. There's different ways to spread that out. So if you want to get creative, and if that's your financial style, then unfortunately I can't help you a ton, because I don't live my life that way. So, I have my paydays marked down, and I paused because I didn't have all my bills marked down. I didn't know when they all came through, and I had to look at them, and they're all on my phone. So that was that. So because my 19 smeared, we're not going to use my pilot that I used to number the days with. We're going to move over to a fine liner, and I don't know what fine liner to play with. I guess we'll play with the Copic, because I really do like my Copics. These are new, the Copic multi-liners, new to me. I got them at Michael's because my Michael's finally had them in stock, and I was so excited. I couldn't help myself. I had to buy them. Luckily the girl at the counter had a coupon because I didn't, and I didn't care. So how am I going to do this? This is the big deciding factor. Now, the reason the month is so important to me is because I want to see what paycheck bills come out of. And that's like my biggest thing. I don't know if I want to color code. I probably do want to color code these eventually. This is where the thinking begins, because there's like have tos and then like don't have tos. But I think we're just gonna be basic right now, right? Like, let's not make this too complicated. Let's make this something that at least I'm gonna stick with. So on the first, and so here's the problem. Like, I wanted to do some like couponing stuff too. So I wanted to run lines of like when I had coupons, or like when sales were going on, in case I did want to shop, because I feel like that's going to be helpful. So we're going to start underneath the box. No. Yeah, so we're going to start underneath the box. So my car insurance is due on the 1st of every month. It's the only bill that's like super static. So Geico is $98. Okay, so we've got Geico down. This is not going to be easy to follow through with, guys, just so you know, because I'm going to stick on this page. So Amazon Prime is on the 14th. That's $13. I'm sorry about the coughs. Rent and car are always there. Xbox is going to be around the 28th. That's not static at all. It kind of floats around. Fuck. Not $28. Bah. Let's just start this whole adventure with one big old fuck up, huh? That's awesome. But, you know, it is what it is. So Xbox is $10. Hulu is on the 18th, which is on the other page. Cell is the 24th. And credit card is the 25th. And Amazon's the 11th. Okay, so everything else is going to be over here. So I split my rent and car payments up by paycheck. So rent, $200. Car, $120. And then rent, $200. Car, $120. Now I've importantly switched to my Copic because if I do want to color code these, the pilots smear. So a fine liner would be important to have. So I've got my rent and my car down. Hulu, Hulu's the 18th as well. So Hulu is $8. Amazon Music is 11. Cell is the 24th. At 85. And credit card is 25 on the 25th. So those are my bills. Luckily, I don't have a ton. I have mostly the basics and some extra stuff that I spend on. Xbox sucks because I have to have it. That's why I don't really like Xbox, but you know, I'll live. So here are my bills spread out. So now I can see that Geico is coming out of next paycheck, because this is the paycheck after the one I get this week. So Geico is coming out of next paycheck, so I'll probably call them and say, hey, can you take my payment now? Just so I don't have to wait until 3 days before payday to get that out. And then a rent and car payment I always have. So I'm only going to have Amazon, and my Amazon's coming out of my first paycheck in May. Which means that I'm going to want to either split bills or pay one of these early. I'll probably end up splitting the cell. Because that is normally 45 that I'm used to coming out of here. So I'll probably pay 45 out of this paycheck. And we'll write that. I think we're going to write that down if we can figure this out. How to go about this. By the way, guys, a little bit of a longer video. Sorry about that. But I want you to, like, see my process. It's how normal people figure this shit out. We could also always make a note here that says split cell. And then go into it. Because this planner goes right into your days of the week. Like, right into it. And it gives you these layouts for days of the week. I have done a flip through, by the way. If I can figure out those cards things, I'll link my flip through. And then it gives you 2 pages of an expense tracker. Now, I fussed with an expense tracker in my Happy Planner, and this is not enough room for me. So, I don't know how much I'm going to use this. Because it's just kind of, I don't know. But, because you have this stuff for every day, this is what I wanted this planner for. So I can go, I'm going to have a lot of different categories. And once we get into like a day or two of May, I'll be able to show you guys a little better. But let's say that I'm going to get breakfast at the co-op. And then so like, I'm going to split it up, right? So we'll have breakfast, soda, cigarettes, and I'll just have little bleps here for everything. And I think I'm going to color code. I think I'm going to highlight for, like, cigarettes. And maybe I'll highlight for wants and needs. Or I'll color code for that, too. I really am going to figure this out as I go. Because I want to see my wants and needs separated. And I want to see how I pay for things, I guess. I mean, that's not really that important to me, but I think it might be important in the future because I have credit, debit, and cash are my 3 spending types. And that's one of the things I liked about the Happy Planner is it had 5 categories in its expense tracker. It had it here. So it had these 3 columns, and then these were a little more smushed together. And then it has, well, I'll show you actually because I have it here. It was definitely one of the things that I liked about it, but one of the things that I was willing to give up. So it has cash, credit, debit, need, and want. And I think those are pretty flippin' fabulous. Like, really fabulous. So I'm going to continue in that. And see how I broke down, like, gas. So this, gas and cigarettes, this was one, sorry, this was one trip. But gas is a need and cigarettes are a want, basically. And then I went and I spent some money at Michael's. So I did some of it for planning, which was this guy, I think. Is that when I bought this? I think I bought this then. No, $2? What did I buy for? Oh, I bought adhesive for $2. So $2 for planning. The rest was for Easter, and Easter was a need, but planning was a want. Sorry for that weird noise. We're having an ice storm, and it's blowing against the house, so hopefully that didn't pick up, but it probably did. So yeah, like drinks I'm kind of going with a want because I have to have beverages, but then, like, I sort of didn't know how I felt about I'm marking food as needs or wants. So anyway, I'm going to transcribe some of that into here. But that's basically where we're at, is visualizing what our bills are. Can I get rid of some of these? Yeah. Like I don't need Amazon Prime. I don't need Amazon Music. I don't need Hulu. I need a credit card. I'm working on building my credit, so that has to be there. I could save on a cell phone, but I don't want to. I'm happy with what I have. And then I don't need Xbox, but you can't really run Xbox without paying for it. So my bills themselves are on the light side of things. But anyway, so that is basically what we've got right now. When we get a little closer into the month, I'll be able to fill out some of these a little bit more. And then I'll get into coupons and sales and stuff, because I really want to mark all that down. So if I'm going to spend money, I'm going to spend money in like a better way. So super not terribly informative, but I want you guys to check this out. I want to make this a series, and have it separated out a little bit, so everybody can see what's going on. It's got pocket folders and a Ziploc folder, so I can save all of my receipts. Here's the labels for the months. When I feel better, I'll put stickers on. It has the categories too. So I will get there. Oh, there's a note section. So there's a note section that looks like it's graph and lined. It's been a while since I've done my like walkthrough. So it's graphed and lined. I will probably use this to map out my color coding once I get there. So thank you so much for watching and putting up with me. I'm going to go take a nap because this was exhausting when I don't feel well. Oh no, my 52 weeks. Am I starting my 52 weeks? Because I have this. I think I need to do it. We'll see what goes with week 1. I don't know if I'm going to put that in here. Probably. And I might even just put cash in that envelope in the back. And just save that kind of money. I get paid every 2 weeks, so it'll be like, I don't know. I think we're going to do this. So I'm going to take these out and put them in my budget planner. So thank you guys so much for watching. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. Share with your friends if anybody else wants to like go through the journey and see what a horrible spender spends on things. That doesn't have all of the crazy bills that like a normal homeowner or a parent would have. You know, I have a lot of that is out the window. This is for a single person who doesn't know how to save money to save their lives. So again, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.